Most of what we call prayer is actually begging. We're bargaining with God for an outcome. Please, let me get the job. Please, let the test come back clean. Please, don't let this fall apart. And we call that prayer. And then when the outcome doesn't come, we wonder if anybody is listening, or if we did it wrong, or if we don't deserve it. I want to offer you a different way to think about prayer today. One that I think will actually hold up the next time something hard happens. I'm Leonardo Ramil. This is week 10 on our runway to the book, You're Perfectly Whole, You Just Forgot, which comes out on August 25th. Today is day 8 of the book. The chapter is called Prayer and Meditation. The mantra is, may I stand boldly in the peace of how I was created. That is my prayer. I want you to notice something about that sentence. The prayer isn't to get something. The prayer is to remember something. I have been a spiritual coach long enough to receive a lot of prayer requests. Pass the test, get the raise, heal my mom, save my marriage, world peace. Every single one of them is real, and every single one of them I take seriously. But here's what I noticed about my own prayer life early on. I would pray, and then I would wait to see if it worked, and whether God was real to me or prayer was real to me depended on whether the physical thing actually showed up. If I got a yes for the job, then God is good. If no, then God is testing me or absent, or maybe I prayed wrongly. That is a tiny, fragile prayer life, because it makes a universe that is always in every direction, giving you love that is contingent on whether your circumstances lined up with what you wanted that Tuesday. Religious traditions try to soften this with the phrase, according to his will. But for a lot of us, we add that on like a polite footnote, still secretly wanting the job. Here's what the book says about prayer, and it took me years to take it seriously. Prayer is not asking. Prayer is praising. Prayer is a place where you remember. You're not begging an outside boss to grant you a favor. You're setting down the static of more, better, faster, please, and standing in what was already given. Your wholeness, your peace, your perfect, complete, and inseparable union with God and with everything alive. When you pray from there, what do you ask for? Not a different circumstance, but the strength to remember who you are inside this circumstance. Not the cancer to disappear, but the peace to walk through whatever comes with love still intact. Not the spouse to come back, but the clarity that your wholeness was never actually dependent on them. Here is the part that surprised me when I first really understood it. Praying from the context of praising, every single prayer is answered. Every one. Because what you're asking for, your remembrance, is something the universe has already given you. You're just opening the box. If I can share, I had a service done at one of my properties. It was subpar. The bill was higher than the industry average, and the gentleman wouldn't correct any of it. I got him on the phone and I lost it. Words got exchanged. I was not living the book on that phone call. I hung up, and in the silence after I had noticed, the old me would have called 3 friends to make sure I was the one who was right. Instead, I sat down, closed my eyes, and I prayed. Not for him to call back and apologize, not for a refund, not for a vengeance. I prayed, bring me back to right-mindedness. Let me see this man and myself the way I really am. And I'll tell you what happened. The bill didn't change, the work didn't change. We still don't do business together. But I changed. The fire in my chest went out. I was able to see him as a person who was scared just like me, and not as a villain in my story. And the cool thing, the day kept going. Nothing about my external circumstances was different. Everything about me was. That is what prayer is for. So, shall we? Let's do the pre-practice. If you're driving, just listen. Otherwise, close your eyes. Step 1, pause. Take a deep breath in. Notice the air of love flowing through your body, your stomach, your lungs, the back of your neck, up to the top of your head. Slowly exhale through your nostrils. Today's mantra: may I stand boldly in the peace of how I was created. That is my prayer. Step 2, remember. You're not asking for something today. You are remembering. Remembering the song of your wholeness. Remember its harmony in every living being. Remember it as your only way. Repeat with me slowly. May I stand boldly in the peace of how I was created. That is my prayer. Step 3, experience. Be the quietness. Experience the gratitude for everything that has been given you. Feel the peace of claiming and knowing. Take one more deep breath in and exhale. Open your eyes when you're ready. That was prayer. One ask this week. The next time you catch yourself begging for an outcome, for a person, for a result, notice it. Don't shame yourself, just notice. Then shift the prayer one click. Instead of "God, please give me X," try "God, give me the strength to remember who I am inside." See what changes. Not in your circumstances, in you. If today landed for you, 2 things. The book You're Perfectly Whole, You Just Forgot is open for pre-order right now at perfectlywholebook.com and on Amazon and Kindle. Day 8 in the book is the long-form version of what we just walked through, and there are 11 other days just like it. Lastly, for support and to share the word, hit the like button. Share the video, subscribe on Substack, and follow us on Instagram. All the links are in the description. See you next Tuesday for our series building finale. Until then, pause, remember, experience. You are perfectly whole. You just forgot.